face like he had no fear.
I'm doing a bit of the slide text with Blight. That was bullcrap how that didn't hit. Gosh,
Wait,
now every little movement or itch that I feel, I think it's the roach on me, and it's probably not.
I feel you.
Literally ran at me and got hit because it doesn't matter because I got the last gen done. See, what the heck was I supposed to do there? Was literally bouncing between all 3 gens and wasn't getting anything for it. Five hooks this game. Without those double freaking rush recovery add-ons, I wouldn't have got her at that window. Now I'm screwed because an exit's open and I have to hook her near. This one's good. I'm freaking screwed though, this is way too quick for both exits.
This is exactly what I want to see. Is hit and run viable again? And how does... Wait a minute. You said that Shattered Hope. I mean, not. You said Lethal Pursuer. No, okay. It gives you 2 extra seconds.
Yeah, on top of the 9 seconds that you see survivors at the beginning.
We need like an ace in the hole for killers, to where it makes all reading ranges longer. Cause honestly, I just need a nurse. I just need a nursing call and build, bro. That's what I really want. Nurses calling.
Seriously, they already got her up? Bruh. Let's see the tea bags. Okay, no tea bags. They could have though, and there was nothing I could have done to stop them. I'm still laughing at that freaking mod from back in the day on the forums who said, you can do something against teabagging and clicking survivors. You can hit them.
Oh wow.
Wow, this is like the most freaking anti-slugging build ever when I only slugged one person like one freaking time. We're gonna live forever, unbreakable soul guard. Freaking autodidact and distortion and crap. Survivors can still just get away with putting on whatever and escaping.
Absolutely.
And
Yes, sir.
I just keep seeing post after post of people saying the game is so killer-sided, survivors barely got anything, or they got nerfed.
Bro, this is one fucking update, bro. You know how many updates it was where we just got shit for Survivor?
Yeah, remember the past
Bro,
like year and a half of killers getting nerfed every single patch that came out?
thank you.
From like Freddy to Wraith. Oh man. But it's literally like killers got so much and survivors only got 5 seconds of VT. And it's like, oh, just 5 seconds of BT for free, huh?
Oh wait,
And that's,
wait, wait, hold on. What does Dying Light do again?
it's super bad, killer perk. Whenever you hook, or for each non-obsession that you, for each time you hook a non-obsession, it gives 3% debuff to gens and healing. I know at least. So it takes basically all game to build up because each hook you're only getting a 3% debuff. And plus, it has a downside to it where in exchange for all that, the obsession in that match gets a 33% bonus healing speed and unhooking speed.
Yeah, that is kinda.
So if you hook the
That is so.
obsession, you get nothing. If you injure people and don't get a
You
down,
said
she
I
gets
have
quick
to
healing.
work for. I have to chase somebody for literally a minute to get a down, just to hook them to get 3%, while they're sitting over there with 33% off the rip for doing nothing. I'm straight. Yeah, that's not a good perk.
And these penalties don't even apply to the obsession. It says all survivors who are not the obsession get 3% penalty to repair, healing, and sabotage for each token.
Yeah, nah, that I'm sorry.
And Otts was trying to be so freaking like optimistic about it in this one match I saw of him way back when, where it's like, I know it's not much in the grand scheme of things, but when there's 2 people left in the game, then that person has a freaking 18% debuff to him doing gens and stuff. And it's like, yeah, with the best scenario possible. The only satisfying thing there is to having Dying Light and playing with it is getting those stacks up high, because technically there's no upper limit of stacks that you can get. So unlike Play With Your Food, which is capped at 3, and Say the Best for Last, which is capped at 8, you can get like
15 stacks?
well,
Well, not really,
it's
because
however many hooks you can get in the game. So if you get
right.
like if you get like 10 hooks off of the non-obsessions or whatever, and then
But by the time you get 10 hooks, you're winning anyways. That's so fucking dumb, bro.
yeah, it's a win more perk that freaking destroys you if you're not winning more. Because imagine Circle of Healing plus your obsession having a 33% heal bonus. Just botany knowledge for free.
Yeah, nah.
And 33% unhooking speed also. I'm gonna check the freaking Desperate Measures numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's like almost max value Desperate Measures just given to them for free from a killer perk. Oh whoops, I went to killer again. Because I tried using Desperate Measures a while back, because I'm like, it seems like all of our teammates are always all injured all the time, so maybe if I put on this perk I'll get that bonus healing speed all the time. So, Desperate Measures for each injured, hooked, or dying survivor increase the speed of your healing and unhooking by 14%. So it's basically giving them 2 stacks of Desperate Measures and then some for free as the killer perk. There's not a lot of survivor perk variation at the top level because so many of these options are just garbage compared to others. Like
Man,
up the
I don't.
ante. Why would I want 3% bonus luck for all remaining survivors?
For what survivors?
So for up the ante, it's for each other survivor still alive, it gives a 3% bonus luck to all remaining survivors. So y'all get 9% luck to everyone right off the bat, which helps with 4%ing and stuff like that. And back in the day, whenever luck also factored into your chance of getting out of a trap, it was just terrible that even like a niche perk like that helped against Trapper.
I am so fucking done, bro. Survivors are such babies, bro. I'm already seeing multiple fucking videos talking about some survivors are gonna quit from this new patch. It's like, bro, what was so bad? Like, what was the unbelievable buff to Killer that
It was
made Killer
some-
broken right now?
Something they're pointing out is it's the reduction in the sprint burst you get from getting hit that's too much.
I kind of understand that.
It makes
But-
overcome seem less appealing, but it's like, no, you could literally get a hit and then sprint to the other side of the map.
Exactly. Imagine what it was before.
Yeah.
It was free. Like, you put that on with Lucky Break, free escape. If you break line of sight of them with that perk in Lucky Break, it's free.
Oh my gosh, now I gotta play another match of Blight because the stupid daily almost always takes more than one match to do. Because how often really are you gonna be downing people using Blight's power? Usually you're gonna get the hit on them, they play super safe and pre-drop pallets, and then you just have to M1 them at some point.
Yep, sounds about right. That sounds like exactly what I would do.
I can't believe they nerfed freaking Corrupt like I was calling it for a long time, and then it actually happened.
Yeah, that was that right there. That I was at that point in the update, I was honestly like, what the fuck are they doing?
Literally, as soon as you down somebody, it deactivates.
Like, as if killers weren't struggling to get value out of their perks enough.
You could even like abuse that of survivors, like go down on purpose just so he doesn't get to use Corrupt. And it's like one hook on the survivors, that's not that big a deal.
Yeah. Wait a minute, is it when the first survivor goes down or when the first survivor gets hooked?
It's when the first survivor goes down.
Yeah, that's fucking terrible, I'm sorry. Like, maybe if it was when this first survivor get hooked, you could fucking slug and keep, you know, a shit ton of pressure, but no. Like, what is the point of Corrupt now?
And people are saying, oh, well, if you down a survivor that early or something, then you still got insane value from Corrupt for blocking
No,
those gens.
stop it. Insane value.
Yeah, literally those words. Oh, come on with this freaking guy. The update wasn't really all that special feeling when I played. It just feels like I was bored immediately.
Is that what survivors were saying? On the
That's
forums?
what Dark Tyrant is saying. I don't know if he's playing Killer or Survivor, but he's got a Nemesis picture.
I mean...
He's asking for a hide and seek or prop hunt mode. Something
Bro, I
fresh.
just feel like you want to play a different game. Play a different game. Because you know what Behavior said to the last killer, who said, I want to play, you know, funner builds, or Killer is, you know, kind of irritating, or it gets too hard after a while. You know, they told him, play fucking Survivor.
Or just play something else, like Civilization.
Exactly.
When people say you could take a break from the game and play something else, then I'm like Civilization, right? I have to say it every time. That's the only dev quote I'll consistently quote. Because there's a ton of other ones out there, like when they were talking
I
about
think I did a pretty good
pre-nerf.
job, right?
we did a pretty good job so far.
Yeah.
But when they were talking about pre-nerf object to where you could just look at the killer and see them permanently, then it's like object isn't a terribly useful perk or something.
Yeah, because they were factoring in escape rates and
The
shit.
escape rate for people who use that perk isn't that high. Yeah, because they freaking ruin the game for the killer players, so they get tunneled out.
Exactly. Fucking Claudette is over there crouched in a corner just with infinite wall hacks on you. Teabagging and shit.
Yeah. I can't believe these freaking people.
But no, the reason why... See now, it would be alright if this game was worked the way it was intended to work. Which means, this game was really intended, I feel, to
For the
not
killer
have
to
Swift
be the
at all.
power roll.
Yeah, and which means for there not to be Swift at all.
Yeah, it was
I
a
don't feel like
a
Swift was
feature
intended.
that was put in because of requests.
So as soon as Swift got into the game, Object became broken because now you can share the information from that one perk to your entire team.
Yeah. Literally killed Trapper and Pig and Ghostface. Because, I mean, they could kind of play around it if they were undetectable somehow, but still. Oh my god. I swear half the freaking matches I play as Blight is on the Pale Rose or Grim Pantry.
Bro, I
It's literally the worst map for him, because he slides off everything.
I literally kept getting Midwich over and over. I even spent an add-on, bro. And some dumbass put on Midwich and we still went to Midwich for like the third time in a row earlier today.
Yeah, I already have a bad feeling about this match. Okay, Shack pallet down instantly.
Oh, weren't they supposed to change the cosmetic glitch?
What, the one where you're like putting on linked stuff when you're mixing it with other stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I see that I think like hacker. Oh, what the heck, a freaking pink insta-heal. And now this guy's full health as I was chasing him. This is such crap. I just spent like 2 minutes chasing somebody and I got nothing for it. Doing the middle gen, of course. I can't believe survivors complain about gens. I cannot freaking believe it.
Yeah, like...
Especially 3 gens, like you did that to yourself.
What do they add on? What do they actually add? They add 10 extra seconds on gens.
Yeah.
So, wow, a whole 50 more
Yeah,
seconds.
a whole extra minute added to the match. And they're like, oh, well, you're not factoring in slowdown and regression and all that. And it's like, well, we didn't factor all that in before. Why now? I can't use my ability in this map.
And like,
I have
what
not gotten
slowdown?
one
They
rush attack
nerfed
on
every
someone.
fucking slowdown perk imaginable, bro. They nerf Pop Goes the Weasel. They nerf Ruin for like the 3rd time. They nerf Tinkerer. Like, what slowdown perk?
And people are trying to just act like we're crazy when it's like, gen defense is still needed, you just have to pick different ones now. And they're like, no it's not, if you just use skill and stuff like that. Can't use my power on this map. I'm an N1 killer, it's freaking S tier Blight.
Right, if you just play godlike imperfect, then maybe you can get all the survivors.
Yeah, they're like, it's not realistic, you're not supposed to 4K every time or whatever, but it's like, we're not even asking for that. We're asking for a freaking chance to get that if we play freaking super well and are basically outplaying the survivors at every loop. Survivors, I've said, have never been held to the freaking same standard as Killer.
Never.
Like, oh, you
Right
lost
now,
and it must have been some mistake you did. You must have not capitalized on something.
and right now they're kind of getting a small taste of that, and they are going mad right now. Because the first time in my life, I seen Rosie get happy because he fucking during the stream he actually was able to punish a dead heart.
She legit ran me for like 2 gens around this boat. Like, people aren't factoring maps into the game at all when they're talking about it. You have freaking Haddonfield, you have...
Exactly, the fucking Crow map, the new Garden of Joy.
I've gotten 1 hook as Blight, by the way, and we're at 1 gen. This is the first time I've seen this freaking guy.
And those will be the same people who teabag at the exhibit.
Yeah. They don't see you played your freaking heart out, they just see the end result. This gen was literally 99 when it got deadlocked. That's sad. Because 2 gens just got deadlocked at the same time. Oh, tapped the gen, and even though she held on for way too long, she literally just ran away. She can complete this freaking gen before I hit her. Wow, that's the fastest head-on freaking recharge I've ever seen.
Hold on, head-on recharge? I need to know. What does he got, like head-on vigil?
No, I'm talking about like you have to be in for a whole 3 seconds to use it, right? Well, he literally just jumped in there in front of me, and I couldn't grab him out before he stunned me. That's why the perk's BS. Because as soon as they have it ready and they're in that locker, it's their connection favored. They're always gonna get it on you, and people are just like, just bait it out.
Just bait it out, bro. Nah, I already know.
Can these guys just leave already? Seriously, I got 2 hooks.
I was actually getting excited because I was thinking I was gonna have I was gonna be able to create like a head-on build to kind of counterplay the dredge until I realized that he can just grab you from inside the locker and just pull you out and insta-down you. Because that was about to be early stage Victor all over again.
I saw True do something interesting in one of his dredge videos. It disables you from teleporting across the map to lockers that the hook person's at, just as an anti-camping countermeasure or whatever. But if you just press the locker opening animation like normally and then press the teleport button, it totally lets you just get in there anyway. So it defeats the whole purpose of them doing that.
Wait, what do you have to do? You have to open the locker and then hop in the locker?
Yeah, I think that's how it works. I don't know how he did it.
That's weird. Why does that work?
But yeah, freaking 3 of these people slapped on hope because they were guaranteed to get to endgame. And would you look at that, overzealous, prove thyself, and freaking, well, there's no other gen progression stuff, but that's besides the point. I bet you 100% the survivors complaining that gens take forever aren't using resilience toolboxes, anything like that.
Exactly. Like whenever...
Like, gens take too long, but I'm not gonna use any of the 10 freaking tools I have to speed them up.
to be honest with you, I have barely even noticed the difference in the generators.
Me neither.
Like
They're almost like
I felt
faster than before.
like I feel like yeah, because of the new meta, like they don't want to they never really want to talk about the shit like prove thyself and shit with built to last with a fucking toolbox where you can infinitely just keep on using a toolbox
That's
on
the
every
build I've
single
been
character.
pushing on Survivor, man. Those streetwise built to last toolboxes. The
Yeah.
only way I don't get use out of it is if I get tunneled down or something. And I say Blight's harder to play on console. No, he's not. Like, that's a straight up lie.
What that Blight's harder on console? Not harder
Yeah,
on
you
console?
say Blight, Nurse, and Huntress, you know, the precision characters are harder on console. They're like, not that much harder.
They definitely are. At least I know. I can't speak much for Blight because I don't really play Blight. But I know definitely Nurse is kind of atrocious on console.
Yeah, the
Like I
fact you
feel
can't blink through a freaking rock sometimes.
yes. Like that shit gets me. Or not only that, where you just like don't. It's like you when you try to quick blink, but you don't you hold it for like a tad bit too. Like you don't
And then it
hold
puts
it
you into
long
cooldown.
enough. Yeah. Oh, that too. You hold
Just
it for a
take the
tad bit too
nurses you
late.
verse versus how you play nurse.
Exactly. Man, that's back to the Oni thing. How I play Oni versus the Oni.
Yeah,
What the
Oni's
Onis
another
do.
killer you can't really play on console despite what people say.
Yeah.
Because every single time I get close to a survivor, they like twitch or whatever and I freak out and I miss them. Yeah, when I'm reading the forums by myself, I'm just astonished and angry, but when I share them with you, then we just laugh about it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why do you even keep going on the forums, bro?
Gen defense perks are 100% mandatory, yes. Disable them all for a month and you'll see how bad it is.
Exactly. Like, please do that so we can get the actual stats. So we can realize why the killer meta is the way it is.
Bro, these guys are such clowns. My dude, I'm memeing around with a make your choice Insidious nurse build. A bit to lower my MMR because I don't want to
Bro,
play seriously, and 3 games I tried with that and have
come
been 4K, 4K, 3K.
come
He's
on. First
playing
off,
nurse.
you're playing Nurse, and I guarantee you, just off the fact that he said Insidious, that I know he's Insidious camping, bro. I know, and I just tested
Well, he's
that out a
doing
few
make your
days.
choice, so he might not be.
Okay, now I see what he's doing. He's staying just outside the range of make your choice. Basically, what I used to do with Spirit. He's staying just outside the range of make your choice with a very high mobility killer. And then as soon as they take him off the hook and proc makes your choice, he's just gonna insta down the person that unhooked.
And he also has Floods of Rage and Lethal Pursuer. That's basically a meta nurse build except for freaking Insidious.
But I guarantee you if he's not camping, he's tunneling in that game. And then he's gonna come back with the results like, oh, killer is so easy. Bro, you played like a fucking asshole, bro. And these will be the same people who will give you fucking salty fucking messages when it happens to them.
Yeah, it's disappointing hearing stuff like that from Dad Harder. I'm pretty sure he was like one of the killer players on the forums. Maybe I was getting him confused with someone else. Because I know there's this guy called like bully_09 or something like that who actually gets it and he's like speaking truth.
Yeah. Even to this day, I still can't. That's the one thing. That's why I'm kind of giving up on Killer though. It's because, like, we just do not have the freedom to any builds. Like, there is not a single perk. The difference. Here's the difference that I've came to the conclusion between Killer and Survivor is Survivors can get decent fucking use out of their perks, but Killers have to combine 2 fucking perks just to get their decent amount of value out of their perks. Bro, I've ran literally whole gender, like 4 Gen Defense perks, and that still has did nothing against the build, like the generators. I can run 4 perks dedicated to stopping healing, and it still probably won't be as effective as probably 2 perks to do something on a Survivor build. Like, Survivors, I think it's the just Killer perks are just not effective enough.
They're nowhere near as effective as Survivor perks. Like, freaking take 90% of Killer stuff and compare it with Adrenaline.
Or Spine Chill, or Resilience.
Well, Spine Chill and Resilience people overrate, but I mean, they are decent perks.
I mean, yes, they're overrated, but just take a step back and look at how many cylinders they actually hit. Like, imagine a Killer perk that gave you regression to generators, also let you know where the killers, survivors were, and regression to healing. That's basically Spine Chill. Spine Chill does, in Resilience, does like 3 things at once.
Yeah, the vault build is pretty much dead though, because they took the vaulting speed away from Spine Chill. I almost want to say they took away other stuff from Spine Chill, because I've been sitting on gens with it active and it hasn't been making my meter turn yellow like it did before, like it was getting sped up. I mean, it still says if the killer's within range and is looking at you with a clear line of sight, your speed to repairing, blah blah blah, is increased by 6%.
But what I notice is the killer doesn't actually have to be in clear line of sight for Spine Chill to actually light up.
Yeah, it's been lighting up at certain times where it probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
This team looks intense though. Prestige 10 and 9 players. Hopefully they don't play like absolute potatoes.
Playing Myers until someone gets salty, and it's an hour-long vid.
What the heck? It took that long?
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Should have been like the first match. Bro, I've been trying to argue to people because it gets brought up every now and then, like, Tombstone Myers is freaking stupid, how he can just instantly moor you, and they're like, yeah, but it's on a weak killer, so it's fine. And then I'm trying to say there's no way that you can just know if the freaking Myers has it based on like how long he's been taking to stop people. But they're like, no, all you do is do some simple guesswork because you saw that someone got injured and that's 30 seconds of chase or whatever.
No, I kid you not.
It is complete guesswork.
This man had it, and I was playing against him, and I kid you not, I literally did not even know he had it. I ran in. This is how confident I was. I was running to the basement to save somebody at the end game, and I ended up going down with the person I was trying to save in the basement, and a Claudette came and saved me. Later on, we all get out the basement, and I see him go for the Claudette, and out of nowhere, him in his tier 3, he just grabs her and fucking mories her right there with the add-on, and I'm just looking at that shit like, damn, that sucks because of her we escaped, but she got fucking moried and we didn't even know he had it. He could have he could have been killed us all. He downed me twice. He insta downed me twice. He could have been just grabbed me and killed me, bro. And there was no indication that he had it at all. It looked like he just was a regular Myers. For a moment, I actually thought he had forever exposed Myers or whatever you want to call it.
Infinite tier 3 or
Yeah,
fragrant
Infinite
tuft of
tier 3.
hair.
Bro, I honestly feel like the number of broken shit that he has is like ridiculous. Am I the only one?
You know, like 90 seconds plus of tier 3.
90 seconds plus tier 3, infinite fucking Moris at full health. I mean, instant fucking Moris at full health. But I kind of get it. Because he is just an M1 killer, and like, even with all that, what the fuck does he do against pallets? But I'm starting to realize how fucking broken this game is, and why they never really gave killers more vault speed. By the way,
killer vaults are so freaking slow, man. Like trying to loop someone at one of those Haddonfield houses.
Sheesh, and can you believe that it used to be much slower? Like it was honestly used to be so much slower that it was honestly goofy as shit, bro. But I swear I saw someone had to be cheating. Someone had to be cheating, because I literally, what I did is I killed myself on this game because I literally saw a blight like hop through the window in like a second and a half, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Because that vault was just way too fast for a killer. I'm like, he had to have bamboozle and fucking fire up. Like, even with that, he was vaulting way too fast. He had to be tagging.
The heck, this Freddy instantly like oriented
and it was
himself.
on a blight. And it was on a blight. That's what I meant to ask you. Does blight have any vault speed add-ons?
No, it's literally just his animation looking fast. I'm pretty sure it's what is confusing you.
It wasn't just that, bro. He literally vaulted like damn near instantly, bro. Like, because I was looking back at him the whole time. Because here's the thing, I was at Shack, bro. I vaulted through the window. I looked back, and before I could make it to Killer Shack pallet, through the window, vaulting from the outside, he vaulted behind me and still hit me. There's no fucking way. I don't care what type of perks you had on. There is no fucking way your vault speed is that fast to catch me. I just quit because I'm like, I know you're cheating. I know for a fact you're cheating, bro.
Yeah, there's been a lot of hackers in the game recently. I literally Wow, freaking Freddy using Starstruck. I literally faced someone in my day of 3-genning or whatever stream that was hacking, because as soon as I spawned in the Ormond match or whatever, then 4 gens got done.
Yeah. Imagine it's just like, alright, let's make this a good game. Bring, 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 bring.
Yeah, like that was totally legit. We joke about hackers who do stuff like that less and less though, because it's almost close to what the actual freaking game is.
Right.
Like, look at this gen speed. I didn't even have to use, it's probably because we're going against a Freddy, but I use, like, with my toolbox build, a freaking Commodious toolbox and a half, maybe. I had to reload it one time.
See, I thought I was the only one that used that build.
I've seen people, like, do it half-heartedly and stuff, like, they won't have the Streetwise with it or something like that. Honestly, if you're gonna leave out either of the two, you'd probably just leave out, like if you're gonna pick one or the other, you probably pick Streetwise just because it's easier to use instead of having to refill at a locker all the time. Compared to Built to Last.
Nah,
because I think you run
like
med kits with it or whatever.
Yeah, I run Built to Last on my med kits and the toolbox. I mean, I just like Built to Last. Period. I use it on my keys, my flashlights, any single item I have. I use Built to Last with it if I really feel like I need more charges. So if I take a key and I have like a add-on, I have like the add-on to see the killer's aura within the 32-meter range and like see survivors within a 48-meter range. Yeah, I'll bring Built to Last so I can keep recharging it so I can use it recklessly.
Yeah, I would never value keys that high. I would just
do that
it run out.
when, like,
it runs out of his duration, and then I'm like, okay, that's it.
I do that rarely when like I'm all out of med kits and like that's really my only options, and I like don't really want to spend a perk slot to put on like Bond or something to help me see someone to heal. So if I'm like, I don't really have enough space for Bond or Spine Chill or like Alert or something, I'll be like, I'll just put on a key with that and then just put on Built to Last.
You're probably better off if you're trying to use the add-on that lets you see survivors, just use Bond or Empathy. And then if you're using the one that sees the killer, I mean that one, it's fair to put on in place of a perk or whatever, because it, or I'm thinking of it wrong.
But the reason why I use it like that is because usually when I use the killer add-on, I use the survivor one as well, so I don't really have to waste, any perk slot with it. And even then when I use that combination, I don't always use Built to Last with it.
Yeah, I always use an aura add-on and then like a duration add-on just so I can get more use out of it. But I was getting the killer one that you have to spend the energy to see, and then the survivor one that you just see permanently. I was getting those mixed up.
Oh, the obsessions are at all times?
Yeah. And I've seen Gemini and them try to use that, and they always put on a duration or range add-on with that.
No, I will use that sometimes with the see killer's aura and then see the obsessions aura at all time.
Something that annoyed me back in the day was whenever you would have a map or a key and it would let you put on 2 duration add-ons or 2 range add-ons, and it's like, okay, but
like,
I'm not
what am I seeing?
scanning anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, why is that even allowed to be a thing? Now, that last team was freaking amazing. They were so confident with rushing gens that they put on 2 adrenalines, and one guy who had adrenaline had hope as well. So they were just a 2-perk survivor if they didn't make it to endgame. Well, watch me get matched with them and then immediately get matched with garbage people. That's how MMR
Exactly.
is.
Bro, that's the way this game goes. Your fucking teammates die within like 3 fucking seconds.
Because we've got a Prestige 0 Leon, but then we also have a Prestige 11 Dwight.
Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. It's about that time. It's my lucky number.
Okay.
Do you have work tomorrow?
I have a lock-in or whatever from like 8 to something.
Okay. Well,
It's from 8 p.m. to something, so.
8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Oh, so you'll be on early in the morning, like say 11 a.m., like or like 12 noon.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, just hit me up. I'll probably be on.
Bye, Gamma. Let's play this last one out and then we can call it a night as well. Easy. Because of this map. Hacker. Gamma will be excited to see that. As soon as he leaves, then a hacker appears in my lobby. Who do you think it is? It's probably that Prestige 0 guy, right? It's either her or the Leon, I'm convinced. Yeah, zombies are in this match, I almost forgot. That's all I was like, what the heck is that sound? That was either Eruption or Surge. We'll check on Argent and we'll be able to tell which it is. No spark, so it was Eruption. Has the Dwight gotten downed yet? Because every time he picks up one of those other two, he has to drop them. I'm gonna push this gym. Oh crap, it's blocked. This kind of might be lagging. God pallet. Another God pallet. Get me the heck out of here. Wow, I just teleported to the ground. Can the hacker get me out of this basement? Oh, he's not putting me in. Yeah, it's not me. It's the hacker that's causing him to do that. Because you saw how, it's probably this guy. It's probably my, it wasn't my wiggle bar that did it, because you saw how not progressed it was. Overcharge. I guess you stop getting the speed boost when the gens aren't highlighted, which at least puts some agency to the free 5% you get from Deja Vu. I like what they did with Deja Vu. There's the pallet this way. Leon. What the? I'm gonna spectate Leon. Oh, they already left. I know why he did that though. He's like, as soon as people escape or die, then they're gonna try spectating me, and I can't let that happen, or else they're gonna have proof on camera that I'm hacking. Already got my proof though, I saw you. And of course he's got a profane name like that. Look at these perks, he didn't have all these. Imagine he hacked so hard he had like the old version of Dead Hard. This poor Nemesis was just using brown add-ons. Trying the OP Gen Defense build.